Did you know there's a place in Manila where voices rise from the floor, not memories, but screams trapped in concrete? The Manila Film Center looks regal at first glance. Tall columns, grand facade, right off Roxas Boulevard in Pasay City. Locals pass it every day. Most don't look twice. But those who do, especially at night, know better. They say you shouldn't stop on the marble floor, because underneath it, someone might be waiting. Not long ago, over 100 workers vanished into its foundations. Not in myth, not in legend, but in cement. And they were never brought out. In 1981, Imelda Marcos, First Lady of the Philippines and icon of extravagance, dreamed of a cultural palace, a grand showcase for the inaugural Manila International Film Festival. She demanded a neoclassical masterpiece built from scratch in just 90 days. The impossible deadline pushed workers past the edge. Hundreds toiled 24/7 under the glow of arc lights. Many weren't even on the books. No contracts, no insurance. Just shovels, sweat, and silence. On the morning of November 17th, a scaffolding gave way. Multiple floors collapsed into a pit of wet concrete. Dozens of laborers were swallowed in seconds. Some screamed, some begged, but the cement didn't stop. Reports say a full construction halt was requested, but Imelda, fearing the international event's failure, ordered work to continue. "Cover it. Finish the floor," one witness recalled hearing. Only 7 deaths were officially recorded, but insiders estimate over 100 were entombed, alive. To this day, their names were never released. No mass, no memorial, no graves, only a floor. And late at night, when the building quiets, some say you can hear the cries trapped below, still rising through the cracks. After the collapse, the site was chaos. Workers scrambled over the edge of the pit, shouting down into the dust and slurry. Some jumped in without thinking, trying to pull others up. But the cement was already hardening, thick, choking, unforgiving. Those still alive were screaming, begging. And the orders came down fast. "Keep pouring." Several survivors would later whisper that they saw engineers turn their backs. Men in suits walked the perimeter with clipboards, not rescue equipment. Trucks lined up like nothing had happened. Mixers churning, hoses snaking toward the pit. The ones who tried to stop it? They were silenced. "I watched them bury my cousin alive," said a man in an old radio interview, name withheld. His helmet floated for a second. Just a second, then it was gone. Some of the construction crew refused to return the next day. They were replaced by new workers, brought in without questions. Nobody told them what had happened the night before. By sunrise, the floor was smooth, gleaming, like nothing had ever happened. But some noticed things. The cement set oddly in one section, discolored, uneven, as if something beneath it was still shifting. One supervisor ordered it re-poured 3 times. It still wouldn't settle right. That patch? It's still there today. If you walk across it slowly, shoes scuffing the surface, you might hear a hollow thump beneath your feet. Like there's still space underneath. Like something's still moving. And sometimes, when the hall is empty, when the wind off the bay is still, you might hear it again. Knock. Just once, then silence. As if the building remembers. As if it's waiting for someone to listen. There's a belief in Filipino culture. The soul cannot rest when it is denied dignity. But these men were denied everything. The rescue effort was kept secret. Media coverage was controlled. Survivors who spoke out were silenced. One foreman from Bulacan went on DZRH radio, revealing the true death toll. He vanished a week later. The government claimed he fled home. His family never saw him again. Mang Ruel, a night electrician, remained behind. He often complained of faint thudding from beneath the stage. "Parang may kumakatok," he told coworkers, like fists, rhythmic, desperate. In 1983, Ruel was found dead in the projection booth. Eyes open, heart stopped, hands clawing the concrete wall. After that, the whispers grew. Camera crews reported phantom voices on playback. Gaffers refused to work alone. Light bulbs shattered without cause. Some said the building had become a tomb, alive with fury. And under it all, a pulsing, ceaseless knocking, like someone was still trying to escape. The main theater was meant to rival Cannes or Venice. Imported velvet, French chandeliers, Polish acoustics, but beauty rotted fast. Actors refused to rehearse past sundown. One reported seeing curtains shift, though there was no wind. Another described a tall shape watching from the stage wings, its skin gray and hardened, its eye sockets hollow. In 2014, UP Manila Film students used the stage for a thesis shoot. Around 3 a.m., all cameras cut out. When they checked the footage, a figure appears, tall, disjointed, crawling across the back of the stage. Its limbs are wrong, its movement fractured. Worse, the tiles behind it bulge upward, as if something's trying to rise from below. None of the students came back. And now, the guards know. If you see the curtains move on their own, don't look, because what's behind them isn't acting. You'll find tales of white ladies all across the Philippines, from haunted roads to old mansions. But inside the film center, they're different. They don't drift. They sit, always in the back row, heads tilted, staring at the stage, watching something you can't see. In 2007, contractors discovered a hidden crawl space behind the main theater wall. It hadn't been opened in decades. Inside, they found torn fabric, white uniforms, safety helmets split like eggshells, a rosary crushed between skeletal fingers. The crawl space was sealed within days. No official report, just silence. But the sighting surged. One guard said he saw 3 women sitting together, motionless. When he blinked, they were gone. The seats were still cold. A faint, soapy scent lingered, like old hospital linens. Then the projectors cut out, one by one, and in the dark, someone whispered his name. Nestor, a night janitor from Quezon City, was cleaning the lobby alone around 2:40 a.m. He felt it first, a strange shift beneath his feet, like pressure from below. Then, a knock, followed by another. He dropped his mop, said the floor breathed, a single pulse beneath the tile. Security checked the CCTV. At 2:43 a.m., a bulge appeared in the marble, just a fraction of a second, like the building exhaled. The footage was deleted within the week, but Nestor quit the next morning. Later, a sound engineer uploaded a leaked audio clip from a rehearsal. It's mostly static, until a voice cuts through. Too long. Help. It plays once, clear as day, then fades. Today, the Manila Film Center still stands, a cultural landmark, a sanitized facade of history. But ask anyone who's worked its graveyard shift. Ask the stagehands who hear footsteps on empty platforms. Ask the tourists who feel sudden cold in the center aisle. Ask the night guards who've watched the floor move. They'll all say the same thing. The Manila Film Center doesn't forget, and neither do the dead. If this story gave you chills, don't forget to hit that like button. It helps us bring more haunted stories like this to life. And if you've ever been to the Manila Film Center, or know someone who has, leave a comment below. Tell us what they felt, what you saw. Was it just a draft, or something still moving beneath the floor? Subscribe for more real horror from the Philippines and beyond. And remember, some stories don't end, they echo, especially when no one was ever meant to hear them. We'll see you in the next one, or maybe you'll hear us first.